Noah and the Great Flood. Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, and he walked faithfully with God. Now the earth was corrupt in God's sight and was full of violence. God saw how corrupt the earth had become, for all the people on earth had corrupted their ways. So God told Noah that he will put an end to the violence on earth. God commanded Noah to build an ark made of gopher wood. He gave him the measurement of the ark. God told Noah that he will bring flood waters to cover all the earth and its creation. Together with his 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and the rest of the family, they built the ark. And God said, "Everything on earth will perish, but I will establish my covenant with you, and you will enter the ark, you and your sons and your wife and your sons' wives with you. You are to bring into the ark 2 of all living creatures, male and female, to keep them alive with you. 2 of every kind of bird, of every kind of animal, and of every kind of creature that moves along the ground will come up to you to be kept alive. You are to take every kind of food that is to be eaten and store it away as food for you and for them." 7 days later, after Noah had completed all what God had commanded, the flood waters came to the earth. For 40 days, the flood kept coming on the earth, and as the waters increased, they lifted the ark high above the earth. The waters rose and increased greatly on the earth, and the ark floated on the surface of the water. They rose greatly on the earth, and all the high mountains under the entire heavens were covered. Every living thing perished on earth. Every living thing on the face of the earth was wiped out. Noah was left, including his family and the animals inside the ark. The waters flooded the earth for 150 days. But God remembered Noah and all the wild animals and the livestock that were with him in the ark. And he sent a wind over the earth, and the waters receded. At the end of the 150 days, the water had gone down, and on the 17th day of the 7th month, the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. After 40 days, Noah opened a window he had made in the ark and sent out a raven, and it kept flying back and forth until the water had dried up from the earth. Then he sent out a dove to see if the water had receded from the surface of the ground. But the dove could find nowhere to perch, because there was water over all the surface of the earth. So it returned to Noah in the ark. He reached out his hand and took the dove and brought it back to himself in the ark. He waited 7 more days and again sent out the dove from the ark. When the dove returned to him in the evening, there in its beak was a freshly plucked olive leaf. Then Noah knew that the water had receded from the earth. He waited 7 more days and sent the dove out again, but this time it did not return to him. By the 27th day of the 2nd month, the earth was completely dry. Then God said to Noah, "Come out of the ark, you and your wife, and your sons and their wives. Bring out every kind of living creature that is with you, the birds, the animals, and all the creatures that move along the ground, so they can multiply on the earth and be fruitful and increase in number on it." Then Noah built an altar to the Lord, and taking some of all the clean animals and clean birds, he sacrificed burnt offerings on it. The Lord smelled the pleasing aroma and said in his heart, "Never again will I curse the ground because of humans. And even though every inclination of the human heart is evil from childhood, never again will I destroy all living creatures as I have done." And God set a rainbow above the clouds, a sign of his covenant with the earth. So what's the big idea? Discuss the following questions with your parents. What are the qualities of Noah? Why did Noah build the ark? If God asked you to build an ark, why or why not? How would you feel? What are the challenges would you have living in the ark? Our special home task. You are an ark builder and designer. Draw the external and internal design of your ark on a piece of A4 paper. You may also use any computer software to create your design. Together with your work, answer the following questions. What kind of activities will you have in the ark? What's the first thing you would do when you get off the ark? After living inside for so long, what will you feel? Is it similar to what is happening in our world today? So that is the story of Noah and the flood. We hope you learned a lot of things today. Until the next time,